XRP is about to climb above $149.29 in the next 1 to 2 weeks, as per confirmed, owing to great settlement news developing right in front of our eyes, and it's happening on May 19th. Ripple has accepted an offer the United States Securities Exchange Commission publicly disclosed a few days ago to essentially settle the Ripple XRP litigation in Triple Labs under last, I would say, 12 to 24 hours. With this declared, the last conclusion for the Ripple XRP lawsuit settlement will occur on May 19th. Thus, that will be the last day, and the date a statement is made to the public stating the XRP case is now officially completed. What we really want to focus on, though, is 3 important prices that have verified for XRP to develop over the next few months. Beginning with one occurring in the next 1 to 2 weeks, this is $149.29 per XRP with a Ripple IPO. Once more, the anticipation is in the following 7 to 14 days. The second price goal, which will appear on your charts, is $2,742.24. And this results from a Ripple X Federal Reserve partnership, once more, developing documented from Verizon. This one might last 1 to 2 months. $63,731.21 comes next. This is roughly a whole-scale, worldwide payment integration. We're talking about central banks, basically all the institutions agreeing to utilize XRP as the means of payment to enable all the transactions around the world, cross-borders, all around, using XRP for payments. But fellas, it's happening right in front of us. The Bank of America, officially stated they are acquiring XRP. And should you all examine more closely, this is the Bank of American XRP ledger account. In this situation, you can see that they have a lot of XRP. Actually, the Bank of America owns 1 billion XRP, which appears to just keep growing every single few, months. Bank of America is purchasing more and more XRP. Once more, this is actually confirmed, validated on the ledger. You have 100 million, while you see 1 billion. So altogether, when you do accumulation, the Bank of America holds roughly 1,100 million XRP in their holdings, and is only going to climb from here as we see more and more institutions jumping on board the XRP ledger. Furthermore, the United States formally sanctioned the Ripple SE conference. I believe that is verified. But now researchers are verifying SWIFT will indeed employ XRP as well. Here is one study verifying that $10,000 per XRP is unavoidable. Literally verifying $10,000 per XRP will occur. Once more, here is another, the group of consumers consent to terminate XRP case with this C in most recent Q1 2025. But the idea here is that it's verified. The fact that XRP is going to enable and be over $10,000 and that it's going to enable over $1.25 quadrillion, and it's going to happen as early as in the next 2 to 4 months. Therefore, I will force you all to hear this recording since I believe it is essential to truly grasp in your head. Let's go on and play the clip then. Processes 1.25 quadrillion yearly or $5 trillion every day. SWIFT, quadrillion yearly if you were unaware of what that was. If XRP gets 5 to 10% of volume, say 10% of volume, $125 billion yearly, the need for XRP goes, by the way. It might be any of these other technologies we are discussing. Analysts project that a $10 trillion market cap could drive XRP's price to $100 per token with full replacement, possibly pushing it, processes $5 trillion daily or what? Of course, before you enter the film, I do want to urge you all to stand up with your money in the description and do a transaction to obtain free money. Certainly. In fact, we're providing free money up to $100 to every single user who only watches this video and subscribes to the channel to acquire even more XRP. This chance is quite restricted. In reality, it's a fantastic chance since it's almost free money and quite simple. Almost none exist. Like, remark in the comments section, XRP boom, subscribe to the channel, and then sign up and upload using my link in the description and do a transaction. Once more, any sum may be this transaction. 1 penny, $1, $10, any amount. But so long as you conduct a transaction and set up using my link in the description, you will earn $200 to purchase even more XRP with or any of your other preferred cryptos, or even withdraw that $100, cash it out, and settle your debts with it. It's free money once more and takes under 5 minutes. I wouldn't advise it. So let's immediately start the film. This is very important right now. I mean, what we're seeing here is the daily market update for eggs, RRP, where it's now down roughly 1.55%. Not much, especially after a huge surge. Over the last 25 hours, the volume is down roughly 36%. The market cap down roughly 1.55%. Still, have a look at the graph right here. All things considered, we look really well. The 7-day chart shows a pullback, but we're noticing the return. The 1-month chart, look at this. I mean, you are staring at great profits right here. When we examine the all-time graph, though, guys, for XRP, we are truly approaching near to the all-time high. I mean, we are getting there. We have observed the recovery, and it appears to be just what we are doing here. We seem to be reaching the breakout point before the great shaking. Just look at the recent bull run. I mean, it had a similar sort of pattern in the bottom. Then we have that huge surge, and it appears like we may be moving towards it as well. Now, gentlemen, really pay close attention to this next item. This is really crucial. I mean, this is huge. According to Forbes, XRP might rise to between $59,472 in the next 6 to 8 months. That is therefore not far from now. This is by Forbes Forward of Business, the greatest financial news source to exist, the most verified news source to exist. The insane thing is that artificial intelligence verified it. ChatGPT, Bing AI, and even Googlebot verified it. That is therefore true. But to top it off, the United States of America is seeing that ship and is getting on board. XRP will actually connect all the cash. Banks adore XRP, and so do I. When this is XRP as a banker's coin, what's wrong about that from an investor's perspective? Because you all watch this video, which is the President of the United States of America verifying a crypto reserve that will be conjoining XRP among that reserve, fluctuating to 4 tokens. Leading the way is XRP, the #1 American cryptocurrency, $60 billion. This is what we are considering here. This is what is about to run. This is the cash going into XRP. I'm going to run the tape for you, since I genuinely believe it's vital for you all to pay close attention to this and hear it out. Let's go on and run the tape. We have an executive order for your notice concerning really government payments. I think historically, checks issued by the government are 14 times more likely to be the target of fraud than electronic transfer payments. This executive order will drive the Treasury Department to modernize its payment system to guarantee that where feasible, they are using electronic payment methods instead of paper checks to minimize waste, fraud, and government abuse. Obviously, a goal we have been pursuing in many areas of government under your leadership. Essentially, it's modernizing tools and techniques. And it's something that, honestly, I believe Scott will be a wonderful Secretary of the Treasury desired. So we're doing this, and we have other modernization initiatives running as well. We could let someone else, whoever is next, whoever that may be, do it, but it's something that should have been done 25, 30 years ago. Understood. Now I wish to conclude with something I consider quite significant. The XRP ETF, which in this particular context is more about the institution submitting the XRP ETF than the actual XRP ETF. In fact, that's BlackRock. The largest venture capital company in global history, BlackRock, and this is the huge company that has formally verified a meeting with the Crypto Task Group of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission to discuss guess what? The XRP ETF then. This is important on many levels, many stands, and especially for people to keep XRP or anybody else on the XRP ledger, since it adds not millions, not hundreds of millions, but billions and trillions of dollars that are brand new into the XRP ledger. Guys, this is BlackRock, the worldwide behemoth, and they're dealing with the SC directly to obtain approval for this XRP ETF. Imagine only what this means. They cannot, particularly on an institutional level, but they must have clients lined up, stacks of individuals, all attempting to enter XRP. The XRP ETF for them is therefore quite crucial. Indeed, it's so crucial that they chose to contact the Crypto Task Force of the United States Securities Exchange Commission directly to really negotiate a partnership and publish it as soon and as fast as feasible. But I really think it's significant and something vital, and it goes back to refer the primary point of this video, which is really not only the settlement portion, but the price part of the XRP, which is going to move out to, to highs of $63,731. And once more, not my words, but Forbes' prediction that it will occur in as fast as 6 to 8 months. But honestly, what we see in the next 1 to 2 weeks is the possibility to exceed $149.29. Given all that, fellas, I'm going to finish the video here. So I want to remind you, everyone, to post notifications, to distribute this video, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video.